Good morning, Libra, and welcome to your reading with Molly, the Starkid at Starkidignited. This is going to be a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. All the information is below in the description box, especially a link to the Patreon where you'll find your extended reading. So this is part 1, and part 2 is on Patreon for 10 USD a month. I hope to see you guys over there, and let's get into it, Libra. So let's see. Happy birthday as well, and we did just have a solar eclipse in your sign, so interested to know and see what changes or releases or rebirths that you guys have experienced. So let's see. So Spirit, what is Libra's card? What is their general energy? What is going on for Libra? Okay, we get the return of Aphrodite. And this talks about temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, and treating the sacred. So there could be a return of a lover that you've experienced, Libra. There also could just be a return to a past like belief in love, or some kind of rebirth or restart that's happened in regards to love. Something where you're feeling like you're being treating yourself, or this person is treating you more as a goddess or a god, someone that is sacred, beautiful, divine, and okay, and we also get the magic of the Culhelen Druid. And this card is all about like needing to almost like hide your power so that you're not being taken advantage of. So with these two cards together, it does feel like you've had a rebirth back into your like sacred energy. You may be tapping into more of like spiritual concepts. You might be looking into your astrology more. You may be pulling cards of your own, tapping into your intuition in different ways, whether you channel that through art, through writing. It just feels, yeah, very present here. But there's also an element of almost secrecy, of maybe like not wanting to reveal all of this part of yourself straight away. It might be something that you still have in the works. And there is an element of secrecy and worry here. So you may be just overly cautious about who you're really revealing this like sacred energy to. Or even if it is a relationship, you may not be telling people about it just yet. It might be something that you're keeping quite close to your chest and allowing it to be special between you and this other person. So let's see what the emotions are. So how are Libra feeling about this spirit? How are Libra feeling? Okay, we get Starfish with 33 and Symbols. So it feels like, again, like you're very tapped into your intuition, to source, to your higher self, and you're receiving a lot of symbolism and guidance at this time. Pay special attention to if, like, for example, if you're getting green, if it is with another person, if you're getting green flags, that's wonderful. But don't just put on rose-colored glasses though as well. Like, make sure that if there are red flags, or if you feel like spirit is trying to get your attention with a certain element of this, that you're taking your time and exercising caution and not getting too wrapped up into it too quickly. Like, that you're seeing, you know, both the good and the bad. You're getting the whole picture rather than being polarized to just one side of this person. Is there any other emotions Libra are feeling today? Okay, then we also get Wail with Grief. So you may be having some, like, there might be a perceived loss here, or there may have just been a perceived loss in love in the past, and having this new opportunity to really see yourself as a sacred being, it may be causing you some grief, or just a feeling like, you know, of heavy emotion and sadness that you're still needing to process through. It did come up on the magic of the Culhelen Druid, so that also might be why you're being a bit more cautious and secretive. You could have experienced some kind of element of grief or loss recently in your love life or just in your life that is allowing extra caution and for you to just really understand what you're getting into and how it's going to affect you before you're bringing it out into the open and being really loud with it. Okay. So let's dive a bit deeper and let's see what Tarot has to say. I'm not taking this one. Okay. So what is Libra's current energy, Spirit? Okay, so we get the 10 of Wands. So you have been feeling pretty burdened, Libra. You've been carrying a lot for other people, and it does feel like that is weighing you down. Like as we're getting the 10 of Wands, it does feel like this is the end of a cycle where you're realizing how much you have been carrying for other people and that you can't continue with this burden for yourself, that you're needing to put some of these things down and allow people to carry their own burdens, and for you to not feel like you need to be that person to do it all for everyone. What is challenging Libra currently, Spirit? And if it is a new love, that could be something that they're helping you realize, that, you know, someone that's just showing you or reminding you how wonderful you are, and that you don't need to be carrying all these things for other people in order to feel valuable or worthy. Now, the challenge we get is the Emperor and the Hierophant. So it feels like you are being challenged to take control of your life and create something, or to be an authority with something that is especially aligned spiritually to you, to your guides. You may be being challenged to use your leadership skills and your ability to discern right from wrong and to be able to make actionable decisions. Being challenged to balance that with, you know, what you know to be right or wrong, to use your spiritual guidance along with that, to assist you in putting down these burdens and to really take control. And also, like, for an Emperor, the Emperor is not carrying, like, they're not weighed down by all these things from other people. They know what is, like, he knows what is his to carry, and then what he needs to say, like, look, this is your responsibility now and you need to action this yourself. With the Hierophant as well, like, there might be a lot of people that are coming to you for advice or just really trying to lean on you, as we saw in your current energy. So it's wonderful to be able to help people, but also to remember that they're on their own sacred journey, on their own sacred path, and they have the ability to overcome their challenges. You can support them, but it's not your responsibility to carry the burden for them, Libra. Okay, and what was a past energy? Okay, for the past energy, we get the Tower. So it does feel like potentially around that solar eclipse, something has ended, something came crashing down. There might have been a sudden change that you weren't expecting. And that might have also been what's led you to feeling especially burdened in the present now, because there is something that Spirit is asking you to let go of. There's been something that's kind of come crumbling down because it wasn't on a solid foundation. There was something about it that wasn't sustainable. And so Spirit enacted this sudden change for you, but it does still look like you might still be dealing with the aftermath of that and learning how to release yourself from some of the, like, guilt and burdens and worry that you might have been carrying around. And what is the future upcoming energy, Spirit? We get the Six of Cups. So again, and that can be like a romance card, and I did pick that up a little bit from the mermaid messages. So you could be moving towards something, like craving a time where there wasn't so many burdens, where there wasn't so many responsibilities. Six of Cups is almost like a childlike energy. So wanting to feel free to be able to pursue your passions or go towards what is exciting you. What are Libra consciously manifesting? Okay, and it does, emotionally, you might be feeling a bit confused, or like there's a lot of different options that you're having to sort through, Libra. that's what you're consciously working toward at this time. What is in this subconscious, Spirit? What is in the subconscious? And the subconscious energy that we get is the Empress. So this could be you or another person, but it does feel like you're in, and again with that Return of Aphrodite card, a very sacred, divine energy. You might be receiving a lot of guidance or a lot of opportunities. It's a very fertile time where things are just coming in for you and being attracted to you. So that is the unconscious energy that's coming in. So it's kind of just reminding you that while you are feeling a bit burdened right now, you're being challenged to take more authority in your life and to really direct yourself and follow your spiritual path, which is leading you to feeling perhaps a little bit overwhelmed with all the decisions and not knowing what burdens to put down, what are yours to carry. You're in a very fertile energy. You are attracting a lot. There is a harvest coming as well with the Empress. Like, she's got a lot of abundance, a lot of resources that she can access, and people come to her and give her things. She's in this very feminine, receptive energy. So that also may be why you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, because you do understand this about yourself, I believe, but you might not realize just how attractive and abundant you are at this time. And that's why people are offering you different opportunities. Okay, so let's see. What is the advice? What is the advice, Spirit, for Libra? What is their advice? Okay, King of Swords. So we get the King of your energy, Libra. So the King of Swords is very discerning, very capable, wise, and able to cut away things that don't serve them. They may have a quick tongue, or someone that is very logical, and that energy is going to assist you now to be able to cut away things that don't serve you and to really give your time to what is stimulating your mind, giving you ideas, making you feel creative. Okay, and what are the external influences of this situation? So for the external influences, we get Death, and I did see the High Priestess as well. So it does feel like your ego has gone through a death process, has been a part of your identity or something that you were relating with that has had to die or been cut away, Libra. And it may have especially to do with, like, you could have had an experience where you've seen beyond the veil, where you've connected to yourself in a deeper way and had deep realizations that have made you realize that some things that you weren't doing can't continue to come with you. They need to be left behind. But in this, you are creating room for new growth. It's like pruning a rose bush. You have to cut it, you know, right back in order for new, beautiful, big roses to grow. And that's the process that, like, the external influence of this situation. Okay, and it's like the card in that position is like out of your control. So it's not something that you've done wrong or caused. It's just something that had to happen. Okay, and what are their hopes and fears for this situation, Spirit? And we get your major arcana, Libra, with Justice. So you're wanting a balanced outcome. You're wanting to feel like, you know, that justice is being served, that you're doing your part as you believe you should, but also that other people are able to do their part and create a harmonious flow with you in balance. So it's not just all put on the one person. And your fear may be the same, that, like, maybe you aren't doing enough, or there could be, like, you know, voices in your head that are trying to make you feel guilty or ashamed of not being able to carry all these burdens. But the reading is very clear with this, that it's time to release some of it, and that you will find more balance and peace in your heart and mind as you do this. Okay, and what is the outcome for them, Spirit? Awesome, we get the Two of Swords. So a decision will be able to be made as you're following this reading, and also having the faith and trust in yourself to make this decision and to follow your own guidance and your own understanding. And And also to be able to make decisions with the Two of Swords that aren't based on just what your like physical eyes can see, what your ego brain is telling you. It's more of a spiritual decision, as we can see her eyes blindfolded with the moon up there. So it's intuitive, it's going off instinct, it's following your heart and not having to overanalyze and overthink about it. And I think as you take the advice of the King of Swords, where you are, you know, you're being logical, you're able to cut away things that aren't working, that will allow you then to also feel safe to be like, okay, like, you know, my logical brain has thought the situation through. Now I trust myself to be able to surrender and ground and then make the decision based on my heart and what I feel is going to be of most benefit to myself. Okay, so let's have a look at what your higher self has to say. And then we will jump over to part 2, where we're going to look at love, money, and career. So Spirit, what is Libra's higher self advice for them at this time? Can you sum up this reading for them and give them their higher self advice? Cool. So you get the way forward is open, Libra. And this says, you're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I, Archangel Michael, will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. And this is like a roadmap to joy. And then your next card is, no, it is not time yet. So this is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So if you were feeling like you were rushed to make a decision or to choose between these options that we picked up earlier, just know that it's not time to make a rash decision instantly. You have time to sit with this, to really feel into your heart, to feel into what is going to be in your highest and best, and that is going to serve you the best in this situation. But to also know that the road is open for you, that there are lots of opportunities and possibilities available to you right now. So don't feel like you need to rush into it. You have the time to make a well thought out decision. Okay, Libra. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for all your likes and comments and subscribes. I'm going to jump over to part 2 now, and we're going to look at all of this in more detail. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much for being here. Until next time, bye guys.